I originally was going to make this a series, but as it turns out, when I was doing the first 3 challenges from the first video I did for Chapter 2, Ultimate Warrior Challenges, it turns out I was actually ranking up pretty quickly on my proficiency, so when I jumped up, I believe 4 levels. So I'm level 76 at the moment. What ended up happening was I wanted to do a dry run on the next 2 challenges for the next set of videos, or for the next set of battles, which would have been 3 battles in this video, but it's actually, this one video is actually going to just be the 10 attendants, because the first battle for this set would have been just defeat 1,500 enemies as the Ultimate Warrior Challenge. Defeating 1,500 enemies actually isn't something to struggle with or something to record. It's just, you're just going around the map fighting large chunks of enemies and then defeating them as quickly as possible. Or not as quickly as possible, but just defeat 1,500 enemies. That's not a big deal. The second one was just protecting Wang Yun, make sure his health doesn't drop below 60%. Again, there is very little going on in that battle. Just, you're only fighting a handful of assassins and that's about it. And then the final section, nothing to write home about either. So I ended up not recording those 2. They would have made for a very short 2 challenges and just not entertaining to watch. I was kind of bored doing those challenges just because of how simple they are. Now for this one, the 10 attendants, that is there's something going on. I don't know if it's bugged or if I'm doing the route wrong. For some reason my 3rd attempt was not recorded. I don't know why. I think I just forgot to press my record button. I don't know. But either way, in total 5 attempts to do this thing. I've changed my route several times. I've gone over the map who knows how many times. I've reviewed walkthroughs on this thing. I've written down the list of every single attendant that you're supposed to defeat. You're supposed to defeat 9 out of the 10, and every time I review the map, before and after I do the attempt, for some reason, even though I've defeated every single one after reviewing those, it's still telling me I failed the challenge. And then on my 5th attempt, during the gameplay, when I was fighting, I think the last 2 attendants, it told me that the conditions were not fulfilled. I don't know how I failed to fulfill the conditions when I've been defeating every single one. Now there is one guy in particular, I think his name is Feng Shu. He's a yellow turban, the guy with the sorcery on the far left corner of the map, or the west side where Cao Cao's at. I've defeated him before, and then it fails the challenge still when I've completed the battle. And I don't know what's going on here, but as you can see throughout every single attempt, I've defeated every single officer. I've changed the route a couple times. I've ignored some enemies thinking that they're not attendants when they happen to be attendants. During my 2nd attempt, I believe, I thought that the defender captains were attendants themselves. Turns out they're not. And then apparently there's one other named officer on this battle that is not an attendant that I'm probably supposed to be ignoring. So I don't know what's going on. As you'll see throughout the video, it's going to get more and more, I don't know, weird, maybe? Maybe someone can tell me what's going on here. What am I doing wrong? Because I've changed up the route several times. I've looked at walkthroughs. Even following the walkthrough, I still failed the attempt, and I think the walkthrough actually was on my 3rd attempt. Because when I thought I was recording the 3rd attempt, I even said, yeah, here's my Google. I've Googled the walkthrough. I've written down the names of the generals that you're supposed to defeat, the supposed 10 attendants. Always defeating at least 9 of them, and I'm still failing. So I don't know what's going on here. So maybe you guys can look at it and review what's going on, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me know, because I cannot I'm getting the impression that probably this challenge is bugged for me and I can't complete it.
It's getting closer.
You know, architecture of this map kind of reminds me of the Forbidden City. The Forbidden City.
Your Majesty, this way.
Looks an awful lot like it. Maybe it was inspired from it. Alright, when do we actually start doing the 10 attendants? I forgot. Because I'm going to have to open up my map and look at where each of them are, get to them, and take them out before an ally does.
The castle.
Alright, so now it starts the actual
You located the secret passage.
objective.
Is best left in your hands. Go on then. Lead the way.
Okay. I just got proficiency. See what it is. Did you put out and unleash it? Okay, so that one looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give that a try. We'll replace... I actually like that one. I think it's this one I don't really like. No, that's good. Let's replace it with this. Argent Aurora Slash. Give that a try. And confuse your bravery into your Podal and then unleash it, charging the attack. Okay, so I can charge it, right? Alright, now we gotta focus on finding the attendants.
Let's go.
Make sure I get the final blow. And because I can only afford to have one attendant taken out by someone else.
Lord, hear me out. There's no turning back now.
Don't see anyone.
Take this. Pull me out. Let's go. You murdered Lord Kurji.
So, okay, those are two of the attendants. They're both at B.
Brother, you are no better than a beast. Atone for your sins.
I could switch off Poda, but I want to give that battle art a try.
Well, it matters not either way.
Use that rage of yours and cut them down. Now.
Did I need this far? I suppose I'm left with no choice. This far must be the work of a sorcerer. Likely someone connected to the Yellow Turbans.
I accidentally hit the wrong battle art.
Let's get serious. Oh, priceless treasures. Quick, take them away before the thieves get to them.
That's one.
Dispatched from the 10 attendants. They seem to be holed up in the treasure room. The doors are barred. There must be a secret passage. Find
That's two.
The enemy officer.
They must not sully the Emperor's quarters any longer.
Okay, so I gotta go fight the guy at C.
Expel these scum.
Let's try it again. Alright, that's three. We'll get the guy that's in the treasury. Should be simple. Right? There's another guy. He's over at E. I gotta ignore the guy in the treasury then. Or maybe I could have just gone for the guy in the treasury. Yeah, I should have just gone for the guy in the treasury. I should have time to take this guy out before everyone meets up in the center.
Let's go.
Just take this guy out pretty quickly.
How did you get in here? Don't think we'll allow you to take any treasure. Archers, shoot! Gotta be Don't let them get any closer. All my might.
That's four.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Goodness.
Alright, that was four. I wish it would have it counted. We could see a counter. So let's see. We've got to get to the guy in the middle. We've already lost one attendant to someone else, so I actually have to get the rest.
What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started.
Yeah, that's the other thing too with the Podal's battle arcs. They tend to miss a lot.
Looking rough.
I gotta get to South.
The enemy officer.
Okay, I'm gonna switch off the Podal. I can kind of use whatever I want just for this battle, so I'm gonna go switch to the Spear. Just gotta go and help out South. He can't be defeated, because then we'll just fail this mission, this battle. Oh, that's how you get up to the second level.
Take this.
None others could accomplish such. The enemy
That's
officer
five,
has been defeated. Perform in this manner.
I think that's five.
Surely you realize I'm not one of them.
I know that.
Turn the tables.
He is Zhao Zhang, one of the 10 attendants.
Take this.
That's six.
The enemy officer.
No, that's it. Don't tell me the defender captains counted as
Remember
attendance.
seeing their leader Zhang Rong, nor the
Well, that's kind of confusing. Did the defender captains count as attendants then? Okay, I'm going to assume that the other attendants that were not named officers were those defender captains. going to assume so, because I personally defeated 6 of them, or maybe I defeated 7 or 8 of them, because I did take out a couple of those defender captains, and then I ignored one of them, figuring they weren't actual attendants. Okay, we're gonna have to try this again then.
The 10
All right,
attendants
round 2.
consumed by greed. Plan accomplished.
All right, there's gonna be 1.
Rescue the Emperor from those traitors. Inform the palace garrison they must fight as well.
All right, there's 1. Hell, we'll just leave a little counter at the bottom of the screen, corner of the screen.
Atone for your sins.
Need you be so impassioned?
Them down.
4.
Enemy officer.
Cut down the traitor, Hung Yao.
Yeah, I think that was 4.
Priceless treasures. Quickly, take them away before the thieves get to them.
Just what I'd expect from the 10 attendants. They seem to be holed up in the treasure room.
5.
The enemy
The
officer
doors are barred.
has been defeated. The sorcerer. Likely someone connected to the Yellow Turbans. This'll do.
Alright, that was 6.
Has been defeated.
This is the end for you. You have amazing talent.
That should be 7.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Unless my little counter at the screen, on the bottom of the screen says otherwise. Okay, this is number 8 right here. I didn't see this guy before. That should be 8.
Others had accomplished such. The enemy officer
So the next guy to defeat
performed.
should let me know that I completed the challenge.
I'm supposed to die. Looking rough. You are no ordinary fighter. The enemy officer
That should have been 9. Or maybe this guy will be number 9. Also, before we move forward, I am going to switch off this weapon. Never been upstairs before.
Looking rough. Looking rough. Let's go.
I think is that it?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Okay, it's not it. Yeah, I basically lost count, so I don't know what's going on now. Maybe the last guy that shows up will be it. I'm hoping this is the guy.
I was captured. Surely you realize I'm not one of them. See you.
Is that it?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I guess I didn't complete it.
Chase.
Okay, I didn't get it. I think I'm gonna have to look it up then and see which one are the attendants. I think there's one that's missing. All right, it's best to kind of. I'm gonna have to look up this battle. Just gonna have to Google it, see which one are the attendants. I thought I counted it. Maybe I miscounted.
Trade. Gather the troops. Protect the Emperor. Inform their arms and infiltrate the palace. We just need to attack the Emperor. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer.
Okay, this is my 4th attempt. For some reason, I did not record the 3rd attempt. I thought I did. But this actually is my 4th attempt trying to get this challenge done. And I think I figured out why I'm failing it. And I think it's because I gotta stay on this side for, I think, 4 of the officers that appear here. So these 2 guys appear together as a group, and then there's one more that appears further in the back of this corner of the map.
For your sins.
So impassioned. That is not either way. Use
that reach of yours and cut them down.
If I'm able to take this Jiasu guy out, then I should be able to complete this one.
Cut down the traitor, Hou Yao.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must not go unpunished.
So that's 3 in total, when you count the guy I took out in the beginning to actually open up the gate. Another guy appears. Yep, here's this is the guy I'm supposed to be taking out.
Any longer. Soldiers, expect
Although I remember taking this guy out in my last couple of attempts. Still doesn't count.
Have I made it this far? I suppose I'm left with no choice. Do the work of a sorcerer. Likely someone connected to the Yellow Turban.
Looking rough. I see you. We have you now, traitors.
Man, I hate fighting that specific weapon.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Okay, now the guy that is in the far east side of this map, that guy is not listed as one of the attendant tenants, even though he's a named officer, but I am going to try and take him out first before Cao Cao does,
Treasure room.
just to make sure,
The
because
doors are barred.
for some reason I failed it several times, even though I've taken out all the named officers, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on here.
Where did you come from?
Here's this guy that I've never taken out before, even though he's not listed as an attendant.
I see you. Be gone. Bear witness to my power. See the garrison. All my troops are fully prepared. Did I think the
Enemy officer.
Okay, now we head to the center.
Is this how I'm supposed to die?
Alright, that was one of the guys I had to take out. So I don't think I'm gonna be winning this now.
Let's go.
The guy over here in the treasury, that is another attendant. You gotta go through that secret passage to get to him. It really is all about speed. It's just, I don't know how I keep failing it when I've been counting that I've been taking out at least 9 of these guys.
The enemy officer.
I mean, that should be 6. Gotta get to the center, try and take that guy out first. Since one of the attendants has been taken out by someone else that wasn't me, this means I have to actually take out the other attendants to complete the challenge, but I don't know why I keep failing it. I don't know who I'm missing. Even when I try and take them all out, I still fail the challenge. It's another one gone. Gotta get the guy in the building.
Fluidity in your movements.
Alright, all that's left is Zhou Chang. He's the last one.
Mesmerizing.
If I don't defeat him, then I gotta assume that I shouldn't have wasted my time going after the guy that Cao Cao was fighting. So here's the last one.
We end this here.
Most likely failed it.
The enemy officer.
Yeah, I think I failed it again. So this will be 4 fails in a row. Yeah, I still didn't get it. It's making me confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. I've changed up the route 3 times now over the course of my 4 attempts so far, and it's still not doing anything. I'm still failing it. What else am I supposed to do here? Personally defeat 9 members of the 10 attendants. Okay, so I looked it up, and it's listing there's 10, all 10 attendants are on this mission, and it feels like I've actually defeated all of them, including the yellow turban guy who's not listed as one of the 10 attendants. He's just there because I don't know why. He's just there. I've defeated the guy in the treasury. I've defeated the 3 guys in the top right corner, including the treasury. That's 4 guys right there. Then you have the initial attendant that you defeat at the very beginning of the map. to actually open up the map. That's 5. Then there's the 2 in the center. That's 6. There's 7. And then you go to the guy up top. That's 8. And then you go to the prisoner. That's 9. I've actually done this, and it's still not counting. And yeah, it is. And I am playing on Ultimate Warrior because, you know, the challenge is live. Give this one more try. This is going to be my 5th attempt. Again, I don't know why the 3rd attempt didn't record. I thought I had it recorded, but I guess not. So this will be my 5th and hopefully final attempt. Now that I have the layout, I just listed the layout of where every single attendant is going to be at. So if I get it, I'm going to assume that probably something's bugged and I can't actually complete this challenge. Okay, this guy is the first of the 10 attendants in this map.
Those traitors.
How can these traitors have been allowed to infiltrate? Gather the troops! Protect the Emperor! Inform the palace garrison they must fight.
Okay, that's one.
The enemy officer.
Quickly get to the other guys.
It's getting closer. So, the traitors have made this far? Your Majesty.
And now we'll go to the left. We don't have to worry about the right side.
Seeing as you located the secret passage, I think navigation is best left in your hands. Go on then. Either way. Whatever fate befalls the 10 attendants must befall me as well.
Let's go. Pull me out. You murdered your own brother.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Atone for your sins.
Okay, that's 3. The 4th guy is further inside. So here's the 4th guy.
You must not sully the Emperor's quarters any longer.
Okay, that's 4 down.
The enemy officer
Now that we'll get the 5th guy who's sitting in that treasury.
This is the end. How disappointing. So, we've already made it this far. I suppose I'm left with no choice. This must be the work of a sorcerer.
We can ignore that guy fighting Cao Cao because he's not one of the attendants.
We have you now, traitors. This is the end for you. Gotta be quicker than that. How did you get in here? Allow me to take any treasure.
Okay, that's 5. Now the 6th one is out in the center. I gotta get to him quickly. Okay, there's the 6th guy.
With all my might.
Right, that's 5.
Enemy officer has been defeated.
Or 6.
Could this
3 more. 1 guy out here in front of this gate. We gotta wait for Cao Cao to beat that guy. We don't have to worry about that guy because he's not an attendant. Actually, no. By the time you get to challenge and conditions not fulfilled. Wait, challenge conditions not fulfilled? I'm trying to look through this. There's the first guy. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. This is 7. That's 8. And then the last guy is in the fence. Or not the fence, he's in the prison.
This how I'm supposed to die?
Looking rough. Looking rough. The enemy officer. Open it. See it. Take this.
This should technically be number 9.
Very well. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alright, well, that would be number 9. And then this would be the final guy here in the prison.
I was captured. Surely you realize I'm not one of them.
Take this. I've been waiting for this. Gotta be quicker than that. Got this. Let's go. The enemy officer.
Failure. I don't know why it told me kind of towards the end why the conditions weren't fulfilled.
The way to the dungeons.
Feng Shu is not a member of the 10 attendants. Okay, that's 5 attempts. That's 5 failures. I'm gonna quickly overview this, and then maybe someone in the comments can tell me what's going on here. Okay, so the first guy is right here. That's 1, and then once you get here to open up the gates, you'll fight the guys over here. That's 2, 3, 4 in the corner, and then in the treasury, that's 5. Then you go back into the center of the map. You'll defeat that general who's out in the garden area. That's 6. And then you'll fight the guy. I think he's a G. I don't know which attendant that one is. That's 7. Then the one in the big building up in the 2nd floor. That's 8. And then the guy in the prison. That's 9. But then the guy that's over here somewhere, that Cao Cao's fighting, the Feng Shu, I think is his name. That's a yellow turban. He's not one of the attendants. He's also not listed on any game walkthroughs or anything as an attendant. He's just an extra enemy. He's just an extra body. So I don't know what's going on here. I've defeated every single named officer. I've also defeated Feng Shu in another failed attempt I did, and was able to take out the other guys that you're supposed to take out. And I've taken out every single one, and I still failed the challenge. So maybe someone can tell me what's going on here. I even looked at a walkthrough as well, and I even did it according to the walkthrough as well, because I've already modified my route several times throughout now my 5 attempts, and it's still not working. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if something's bugged, but I cannot complete this challenge. So I'm gonna leave it here, and maybe someone can, I don't know, maybe a comment can actually tell me what's going on here. What am I doing wrong? Or if I am doing something wrong, what needs to be changed? Or if everything is as it should be and it's just bugged? I don't know. I'm baffled. Try this again later.